But hey, it is what it is. It's a new year. Hopefully it's new opportunities.
New year, fresh start.
New things on the horizon. So i.e. podcast, while we're talking about that. Maybe not. I don't know. No, don't say it. No. To whom I thought was just a colleague, but turns out to be my director's son.
Oh.
There's going to be a photo uploaded probably to the gallery of something I put on my head because we are in Kimmi's studio. Are we allowed to say what it is? What it was?
Got dog poo on my hands, so I went to the water to wash it off, and I was washing it off, which was fine, and then I went to stand up and my foot slipped. It was a massive bank, so my foot slipped on the bank.
Coming?
Yeah.
Like I want to come.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Hello and welcome to the Confessional podcast 2.0, we might add. It is 2025 and this is the first recording we're doing this year. You have, of course, yours truly, co-host Rick, and we have the amazingly beautiful Kimmi K, who I can touch, by the way. Yes! How exciting is that? Kimmi, how have you been?
I've been good. As you know, I hate Christmas.
Yes.
But it's been all right. It's not been too bad. I am glad that it's over with, though. It's done.
It's
done.
It went too quick.
It did. All that force for that one day, and it's over in seconds.
Yeah, I would try and drag it out for many, many weeks if I could, but impossible.
Yeah, so. I hate it. What's the date today? The 27th? As we're recording?
Yeah.
All my decorations going down tomorrow. It's done.
Savage, by the way. I'm trying to keep mine up for as long as I can. I promise I am.
Till next year.
yeah, of course. Until next year. I'd love that. Honestly, I'd absolutely love it. Anyway, what have you been up to? Obviously, we haven't recorded for a few weeks. How's it going?
It's going good. Yeah, it's going all right. Everything's ticking along nicely. Obviously, seeing lots of family and stuff over Christmas. It's basically it. And been unwell, like on and off. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, just normal Christmas stuff. Your everyday, normal stuff.
Okay, fair. What have I been up to? I got made redundant.
Oh yeah, you did.
That sucked. So that company can get in the bin. So yeah, if anyone wants to employ me, I'd like that. That would be really fun. But hey, it is what it is. It's a new year. Hopefully it's new opportunities.
New year, fresh start.
New things on the horizon. So i.e. podcast, while we're talking about that. So we have a website now. We have an official website. Go and check that out. It's www.theconfessionalpodcast.co.uk. On there you will find everything from where you can submit confessions and secrets to gallery of very fun pictures of us doing silly things. You'll find all of, obviously, our links to kind of Spotify, to Patreon, to our Instagram, to our TikTok, to our Facebook, so on and so forth. So everything is consolidated into a website now. So please go and check it out. So that's the first thing to tick off on 2025, and that is box ticked. It is done. Yay.
Yeah, we've got some massive plans for 2025.
We do. We have some podcast sponsors who are sponsoring shows. So we've got one for January already lined up, and that will come out on the next episode. So make sure you tune in for that, and you'll have a chance. 3 people will have a chance to win something pretty cool. So that's really exciting. We already have one lined up for February, where you explain kind of a little bit about that, because that was your doing.
There's going to be more giveaways. So we're planning on lots of giveaways for the next new year. So we want sponsors that can do us giveaways. The one in February is a little bit different, so it's a website called. Am I allowed to say it?
Maybe not. I don't know. No, don't say it. No.
So it's basically a website where you can buy fun things from. Let's just say that. So yeah, there'll be another giveaway then. It's just going to be a mad patch year. Loads of stuff for the followers.
Yeah.
And loads of exciting stuff for us as well.
It is. We're going to change the angle of the podcast a little bit. There will still be us, obviously, but it's not going to be as raw when it comes to adult content.
Yeah.
That's going to be reined back in so that we can. So basically, if you were sat in the car and you were listening to this and you were doing the school run and your children were in the car, hello children, I hope you have a lovely day at school, by the way, you could actually listen to it with them in the car, and you wouldn't be like, oh my god, this isn't for little ears. Obviously there will be some parts, like, I'm not going to say it's fully PG. There will be some parts that that probably should be like parental advisory, but kind of moving forward, yeah, we just want to try and broaden the horizon. So
we're not going to talk about shit every day.
That's right. There's going to be no poo, no feces. Yeah, we're just going to change it up a bit. We're also on the cards going to get a studio.
I'm very excited. excited about
So
that.
right now, by the way, I'm in Kimmy's studio.
Yes.
So we have like professional lights, lots of different camera angles all over the place. But we're going to get our own studio, and that's going to be really fun because I think that's going to basically that's going to open up so many doors and so many avenues, and we're going to be able to have our own space where things are going to be there permanently. We're going to be able to have guests in. We're going to be able to get branded content. Yeah, that's going to be really fun. We're going to get confessional mugs. I really want a confessional mug.
Yeah.
So I can drink my coffee out of a confessional podcast mug. We will launch merch eventually, but that's kind of on the back burner until we've got all of our priorities out of the way.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It is exciting.
It's 2025 is the year for the podcast.
It's the bloody plan. It really is. So yeah, I thank you very much so far for everybody who's kind of subscribed and liked and listened and shared, which is amazing. Stick with us through 2025 because it's going to be a fun ride. We've still got lots of confessions to dig into. We are going to keep the same concept, obviously, but there's going to be a lot more kind of relevant chat. So what's going on in the world? I don't know, like we spoke about Trump and obviously the election. We've got a couple of other agendas that we want to talk about, which I think are very, very kind of relevant and dominant in the world, which are piquing lots of people's conversations and interests in every household. But should we go into a confession?
Yeah.
Should we do a confession?
Yeah, let's do it.
So,
obviously, if you guys have got anything that we want to chat about, if something's going on in the world and you want to chat about it, then let us know. Me and Rick have quite different views on things, so it'll be quite good to get a little bit of a debate going.
It's fun. Yeah. So this was our first submission through the website. So you can only submit confessions and secrets now through the website. So please go to our website. It's in all of our links and bios. Check it out. None of us have read this, so this is the first time we're going to read it. Obviously, it's anonymous. We're not going to say who it's from. I'm going to read it to Kimmy, and we're going to talk about it after. So let's go. Okay. Are you ready, Kimmy?
I'm ready.
So, message. It says, right, straight down to it. So when I was a kid, I had a big crush on this guy. We went to my best friend's house with her boyfriend, and I think they were getting with each other or something. So we went to the bathroom and randomly just sat in the bath, fully clothed, no water, and we were just chatting, chilling. Then suddenly it gets deep, conversation-wise, and we start having a proper heart-to-heart when my stomach rumbles and I realise I have to fart. So I'm sat with my bum in the bath and my legs hanging over the edge, so I can't move over easily. But I try anyway, and I say I need to go and see my friend. So I'm wiggling and I get one leg up in the air so I can lever myself out. When my ass is in good vicinity of his face, it slips out.
Oh my God.
But not only does it slip out, but it fucking roars for at least a minute, which doesn't sound long, but when you think you fart, so Beethoven's symphony is steaming out of my ass. So there was a silence, then the stench arose. The room really was a carton of fart, and he says the words, "My God, that's worse than my dad's." And I just start to laugh, like so much I'm crying and I can't control myself, and I mean anything. So I piss myself. I full on piss myself in front of my crush. So I had to pull my friend to the side and tell her that I needed to borrow some trousers. What's even better is I got very pissed at work, Stu, when I was very new, pre-COVID, of course, in brackets. And I told that story to whom I thought was just a colleague, but turns out to be my director's son.
Oh.
I think that's quite cute, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
I do.
Everyone laughs at farts, don't they?
Farts aren't bad,
It's
are they?
universal. It's universal comedy.
I think you could be in any country and do a cheeky bum sneeze, and somebody's going to laugh and smile and giggle at it, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, I truly think that. But I think, depending on how old that person was, it was probably the worst thing to ever happen in their whole entire life at that time.
Yeah, especially with a crush.
Yeah. And
you crush.
And then obviously, not soiling yourself because they didn't poo, but then weeing themselves after. I don't really know how you'd come back from that.
I don't know. I've got a confession though, so
Go, please. Is this from you?
Yeah, from me,
okay.
yeah. So last week I fell in a pond. You might have seen it on social media.
I did, yeah.
Oh my God, it was freezing. So I basically fell back into the pond. It was a lot deeper than I thought it was, went up to my chin. But it was that cold that when I got out, I wet myself. Literally, full on. It just came out. I had no control. and I had to walk back to the car.
Did it warm you up though?
Well, I didn't even look, but I can guarantee there was probably steam coming from my legs. But it was gross.
Really?
Yeah, it was gross.
Did it smell?
It didn't smell, but I got to the car and I had to strip off, so I had to get completely full naked in the middle of a car park and just put a scarf around me and get in the car to get home. But yeah, it was bad. Did
you get naked on your top as well?
The whole lot.
How big was the scarf?
It was a big scarf.
Oh, okay.
It was a big scarf.
I was like, just wrapped around your front bum and nothing. Driving like that. Yeah. Oh, savage. How did you fall in a pond?
I had Crocs on. So basically, right, I chucked the dog's ball. The dog's ball got shit on it, but I picked it up. Got dog poo on my hand.
We weren't going to talk about shit.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Got dog poo on my hand, so I went to the water to wash it off. And I was washing it off, which was fine. And then I went to stand up, and my foot slipped. It was a massive bank, so my foot slipped on the bank. Went in the water, and I thought, oh, it can't be that deep. I'll just push off the bottom. Went to push off the bottom, but it kept going, so I went backwards into the water.
You submerged.
Yeah, and it went up to my chin. It was like being dunked in an ice bath. So I had everything on as well, my coat, my jumper, my trousers, had my phone in my pocket. I still had dog treats in my hand though. I managed to hold on to them. I managed to save them. But yeah, it was horrendous.
That's fucking brilliant.
There was a guy there as well and he was laughing. He was like, oh, I did that last year. I was like, great.
Don't help me get out there, brother. Yeah, just point us on laugh.
The kids were laughing their heads off. The dog sodded off. He just ran because he didn't have his lead on. He left me. He didn't care. But yeah, it was tragic. It was bad.
I fucking love that. That's amazing. Good for you.
I got home and I had mud all up my back, like just a mud patch up my back. I just had to jump in the shower and just.
Was the car dirty?
Yeah, it was a bit wet.
That's kind of gross, isn't it?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It is. Just to say, by the way, we don't have the NGL link anymore. So if anyone's sending WhatsApps or NGL links, we are going to get a WhatsApp, but we're not going to use the short submissions, by the way. So it's all going to be just through one page, one platform. I just wanted to chuck that out there. I don't know why that randomly popped into me. But yeah, I just wanted to chuck it out there that we're not going to have the kind of short submissions. It's all submissions through the website, please. And thank you. And make sure you go and check out the gallery because there's some pretty epic photos. And I'm sure there's going to be a photo uploaded probably to the gallery of something I put on my head because we are in Kimmy's studio. Are we allowed to say what it is? What it was?
I think so, yeah.
Go for it. What was it?
Do you want me to just...
I don't even know what it was.
Where is it?
I
don't know where it's gone.
I think it's just over there. It's just over there behind your shoulder. So, yeah, I don't really know what it is. Obviously, this is all...
It's just a toy.
It's just a toy plunger. And I thought it'd be funny to try and stick it on my head. So maybe that will, be a picture on the podcast.
I might have already uploaded it to Facebook.
well, there we go. Go check out Kimmy's Facebook and you'll see a toy plunger. That's all it is, by the way, of me trying to stick it to my head. Turns out it's not a toy plunger. So yeah.
It's an adult toy plunger.
It's an adult fun toy plunger.
Made of silicone.
It is. Please get us in some confessions. Obviously, we're going to be uploading lots of new content to Patreon. Yeah, we've got lots of ideas this year. We're definitely going to be getting a studio. We're hoping to maybe do a live, where people can come along and watch and partake and talk and give us their live confessions or secrets if they wanted to, obviously. What else? Is there anything else on the horizon in the foreseeable future?
We spoke about going on a podcast night out where we get live confessions of people on nights out, which I think would be pretty cool.
I think that'd be really fun.
When people have had a bit too much to drink, they like to tell you everything.
How would the terms and conditions of that apply?
They would have to sign a release form to say that we can...
Can we do that even if they're intoxicated?
I don't actually know.
Well, ask the producer.
Yeah, we'll ask the producer.
I don't want to get sued by somebody telling us that they had an affair.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So, yeah. Yeah, we'll look into that, but it sounds fun.
We'll blur some faces.
Yeah. Or we could just do that, surely.
Yeah, we'll blur some faces.
Yeah. All right, sweet. Yeah, so we're going to do that. What else on the horizon? So next episode, make sure you're tuning in because we do have a sponsor for the episode, and we're giving away 3 things. 3 times 3, so 3 of you can win what this sponsor is offering, which I'm actually really excited for.
Yeah, me too.
I've had their product before, and it's sensational. So yeah, make sure you go and check that out.
I wanted to ask you about your New Year's resolution. So do you have any?
to push the podcast in such a direction that it becomes financially viable to do it full time.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If that's my brutal honesty, I would love that to happen. My personal self, just keep improving my fitness, because obviously I've been going to the gym a lot, which I'm really enjoying. But yeah, I'd say they're my only two, which I appreciate. Probably sounds very, very cliche, doesn't it? But yeah, that's my personal one. And for kind of venture one, will be the podcast kind of plummets into into space.
The stratosphere.
The stratosphere is a great word. And yes, that. What about you? What's yours?
So work-wise, stand-up is happening, and I really want to make it a thing. So I'm doing stand-up in July for Make-A-Wish Foundation. I get 8 weeks training. I am already writing material though, so I've got quite a few months to get it.
What does the training consist of?
I don't actually know. I just know it's 8 weeks of like workshop training. So you go, and there's a few other people going as well, so they'll get the training as well. And then they just chuck you on a stage and you go and you're done. So that's the plan.
After the 8 weeks?
Yeah, after the 8 weeks.
Okay,
yeah,
I was like,
the 8 weeks. So it'll be the 6th of July. It's in Nottingham. I do need to sell tickets. I haven't got the details yet, but I will. I'll get all the details. It's obviously for Make-A-Wish Foundation, so if anyone wants to donate, they can do.
What's the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Make-A-Wish is for children that are terminally ill, and they make wishes for the final stages of their life. So it's like things like meeting footballers that they love, or it can literally be anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the charity that I'm doing it for. You get to pick your own charity, so that's the one that I've chosen. So yeah, hopefully I can raise lots of money. I can make people laugh, and if it goes okay, I can continue
get another gig.
Yeah.
That's
the plan.
That's brave.
It is.
Oh, that's huge.
It is brave for me because I have massive anxiety, as you know, and I don't ever go out by myself. And just going to them meetings to do the training is going to be hard. But actually getting on a stage and trying to make people laugh is going to be difficult. But I'm determined to do it. So yeah,
it's really exciting.
That's the plan. It is.
I'm
exciting.
100% coming.
I
want to come.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about it. It's going to be different. It's completely different to social media. Writing jokes for stand-up is literally an art form, and it's hard.
Yeah.
But I'm going to do it. Definitely going to do it. Personally, my goal is self-love. So that's cliche, but I'll tell you why. I've gone back on my vape, and I know. So my daughter, who's 7 years old, asked me if she could have my vape, and I was like, you can't have a vape. And she said, why? I said, because it's bad for you. And she was like, so why do you have it then? And I was like, because I'm an adult, I'm allowed it. She's like, so why can't I have it? I said, because I care about you, and you can't have that, it's bad for you. And she was like, well, do you not care about yourself then? And then I thought about it, and I was like, it's pretty that's pretty hard hitting. And then I was scrolling on TikTok the same day, and a video came up that said self-love is all about discipline. You've got to be disciplined with yourself to prove that you love to yourself. And it clicked in my brain that that's exactly right. I wouldn't let my child do the stuff that I do. So why am I letting myself do them kind of things? So this year it's all about getting rid of the vapes, eat healthy eating, going to the gym, looking after myself, literally treating myself like I treat my children. So that's the plan this year. So yeah.
Good for you.
It needs to happen.
It's hard.
Just got to be disciplined with it.
What's really bizarre is obviously Christmas has just happened, and kind of, I won't lie, I indulged. I've been really strict with my diet for probably 4 to 5 months, where it's basically just gym food, hitting a certain amount of protein, certain amount of carbs, certain amount of fats. And I've really been tracking and watching what I've eaten. For the past 4 days, I haven't been. And it's been nice. I felt so much more lethargic, lazy, kind of can't be bothered. Where I'm really excited to go back to my, in quotations, gym food.
Yeah.
Because it kind of gives me a direction, and it's definitely clicked in my head, which has never happened. I'm 37 now, and it's never happened where I've gone, no, I still want to eat healthy and eat clean and drink a certain amount of water and do a certain amount of exercise.
It definitely makes you, mentally and physically, it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
And I've just got in a rut where I'm just eating whatever I want, whenever I want, not going to the gym.
It's pretty fun, though.
It is. But that's the thing. I think that's the difference. You do let your kids have chocolate now and again, and I think it's okay to let yourself have a treat. Being completely strict and on this strict 2,000 calorie diet is not always a good thing either.
No.
Like going too far is another bad thing. But like allowing yourself to still be healthy but have treats and do things that you like, I think it's about a balance, isn't it? You've got to have a balance.
I think unless you're training for a specific thing like an activity, I think just having a healthy lifestyle, eating a little bit cleaner, and doing a certain amount of exercise per week, tenfold feel better.
Yeah. 100%.
Like you really will. Like I'm training because I play American football and I want to perform better in the sport I enjoy playing. That's the main reason I'm training. But now I'm not addicted. I am addicted to it. But like now my mindset is in such a different way. I feel like I have to go. And I now get mad if I don't go.
Yeah.
So I haven't been to the gym for 4 days and it's driving me mad. And I'm going to go tomorrow and I'm really excited. Like I'm really genuinely excited to go back to the gym.
It's nice when you get like when you've got a target to hit as well. So if you're trying to beat your personal best,
yes,
it's really fun to go and try and push yourself just a little bit more as well. That's what I like about the gym, is trying to do better every time you go.
Yeah.
I think that's quite healthy. That's quite a healthy thing to do.
Yeah, it is. But you have to track that. Like, so I have an online coach, and I track everything I do. So all of the weights I do, all of the movements I do, I track the food I eat, and obviously that breaks down all the macros and all that nonsense. I don't understand it fully, but I know what the split is between what I need to eat and why I'm eating it.
Yeah.
And I actually really enjoy it. I quite enjoy seeing, like I'm now, so I keep seeing on Instagram where instead of just looking at food like it's food, you look at food like it's gym food. So you're like, right, what's the breakdown of that? How much protein, fat and carbs have got in it? What can I have that with? So I am enjoying it. I really am.
That's the stuff I struggle with. That I just like, just eat some lettuce. That's it.
No, there's no substance.
No,
You
no.
don't do that. You can have lettuce with something, but just lettuce on its own shit. Like I'd say I've consumed an unhealthy amount of bread in the last 4 days, whereas probably for the past 4 or 5 months, I reckon altogether I've eaten 10 slices of toast. And I've eaten fucking loads over the past, like cheese. Very rarely eat cheese. Obviously, I've consumed loads.
Yeah.
Like pastries. Obviously, I've literally just eaten what I wanted. I've seen food and I'm like, yes, get in me. But I'm very excited to go back to kind of my routine of food.
Yeah.
But Christmas just throws it all out, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. But there's always an excuse, isn't there? There's Christmas and there's Valentine's Day. My birthday's in February.
Yeah.
Then it's Easter. Like the whole year you can make excuses for it. But yeah, you've just got to...
For me, what clicked with me and what made it stick is when I saw a change in my body.
Yeah.
That's what stuck with me. But it took me 3 months to see a change. Like loads of people kept going, oh, you look great. You look great.
Yeah.
Oh, you look really good. I physically didn't see a change for about 3 months. And then I saw a change and I was like, wow, okay, I look so different. Now I want to continue that and look more and more and more different. So I fully support that. I think that's really cool that you're doing that and good for you. I think that's really exciting.
I'm excited to just get going now. Like people normally wait till New Year, don't they?
Yeah.
To like that little, it's New Year, you start again. But I'm keen to just get on with it. This is my last vape.
Yeah?
Yeah.
She says holding her vape.
I know. I swear, vapes are so much worse than cigarettes.
I don't vape, but I feel like vapes will probably be worse because you can just do it whenever you want.
Yeah, anywhere.
Like straight away. And you can puff as much as you want and there's no finishing it. Because obviously they've got like 3,000-4,000 puffs in there. So you could have 200 puffs, whereas I guess on a cigarette you'd have 20 puffs.
Yeah, and then it's done.
And then you throw it. Whereas with a vape, you can just continuously
It's literally all day. And it's the flavour as well. If they tasted like cigarettes, people probably won't want them. But because I get excited about a new flavour, I get to try this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's good. I can't wait until they're banned. I vape, but I cannot wait until they're gone.
Yeah. It's interesting, isn't it?
It is. It's bad.
Should we end it on that
let's
one?
end it, yeah.
Let's end the first recording of 2025. We'll let Kimmi take us out because I brought us in on the first one. So after you, please, Queen.
So that was the Confessional podcast. Make sure you go over to the Patreon to see some extra behind the scenes juicy bits. I've been Kimmi K. He's been the Rickster. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.